Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry it took so long for this tutorial. I actually lost this project completely. I'm not sure what I did, but when I opened it up, half my work was gone from the last tutorial that I did, so I had to go back and figure out what was missing and pretty much redo everything. You can see I'm still busy sorting things out here as we speak. Okay, but anyway, I think I'm at a good spot right now to continue. So let's add the shooting capabilities to the player. First things first, let's select the player and add component and what's it? Shooter? Object shooter. So we're going to do this a bit differently to how we did it for the spaceships. And this is how you would typically do it for your player, your main player. I'm going to go back to my assets. You see, for prefab to spawn, the last time we created this bullet prefab, which we should just be able to reuse. And on your object shooter script, there's key to press. I'm going to leave it as space to shoot. Shoot direction, change X to 0. You can see the shoot direction with this green arrow here pointing away from your player. So X is set to 1 and Y is 1 as well, which is why it's both, which is why it's pointing at a 45-degree angle. So if I change X to 0, it will point straight up. And let's press play and see what it does. Okay, I did not expect that. Okay, the reason that's happening is because the bullet's spawning right on top of the spaceship. So I'm just going to create an empty object here. Let's call this shooter, and I'm just going to move this object shooter onto that shooter object. If you have any issues with moving that, although hopefully you haven't gone and created the object shooter on the player as yet, but if you do and you try to move the component onto the shooter and it's not working, just go and remove it by clicking the 3 dots on the right, remove component, and then add the object shooter onto the shooter. What I'm going to do is move the shooter a bit up so that your bullet does not spawn on the player itself. Oh, whoops. The bullet has mass. I cannot use the same bullet, so what I'm going to do is come down to the bullet and clone it. And I'm going to call this player bullet. Player bullet, let's open player bullet, and we are going to change this. I think the issue is the gravity scale. So let's change the gravity to 0. I'm going to go back, and on our spaceship shooter, I'm going to change where we have bullet. I'm going to drag in player bullet. And it's not shooting fast enough. Let's go back to our shooter and shoot speed. Let's change that to 15. See, it slows down very quickly. So I'm going to go back to player bullet and change that drag to 0. Let's play now. Okay, great. See, our player shoots a lot faster than our enemies, which is fine. There's 6 of them against 1 of us. We have to have an advantage in something. So let's see, why is it not working? So we have player bullet, and I just need to think why it's not destroying our enemies automatically. As far as I understand, it should. I don't know if they need to be marked as enemies. Let's just grab a few of them and mark them. Oh, well, all of them while I'm at it. and tag them as enemy. Nope, still not working. Okay, problem might be on the bullet itself. Let's see. So we have player bullet. We're destroying object collided. We have a collider. Although in this case I don't know if it needs to be set as a trigger, if it's being created from... Nope. Okay. I don't know if we need all these destroy actions and everything on this thing. Maybe duplicating the last bullet wasn't the brightest idea. Okay. I think I found the issue, and that is our spaceships do not have colliders on them. So I'm going to add box colliders onto all of these guys. Remember, you can select multiple and work on it that way. And no, still not working. Do they need to be triggers? Okay, well, something blew up there on the side. Okay, I changed these to triggers. And you... That guy keeps exploding for some reason. Okay, none of these others are exploding. So let's see what is wrong with you. Where is your shooter? Your shooter's at the bottom. Just like these guys, except he's a bit high. Okay. So we went and changed the player bullet to be a trigger earlier, and that was the wrong thing to do. We need to uncheck that is trigger property. So just uncheck that and that will do the trick. Okay, sheesh, that took a bit longer than I anticipated. Once again, apologies for taking so long. I really have no idea what went wrong there. I always save multiple times while I'm making my video for the exact reason of not losing my work. And this is not the first time I've had this happen with Unity lately, so I'm not sure if there's a bug in the version I'm using. But anyway, let's not say that because I do not know for sure. Anyway, I think I'll stop there for today, and we'll add in the scoring system the next time. Until then, enjoy.